What are the benefits of buying multi-generation homes? You want to stick around and find out. First of all, what is the definition of a multi-generational home? A multi-gen home is a home that has at least two different generations of adults living in the same home. So typically those homes would be a larger size. And here are some of the really popular reasons why you see a lot more multi-generation homes being purchased. Big reason number one, cost savings. It saves a lot of money when you've got two families basically borrowing money to buy a larger home. Because if you think about it, at least in our area, so I am in Napa and Solano County, mainly in American Canyon, Vallejo, Benicia, Napa, Fairfield area. Napa has a different price point, but I can tell you that if you really looked at, if you're purchasing really on the lower end of a home, it'd be around $550, right? That's one home. If another family purchases another $550, that's over $1 million. And if you could combine the two, and if you can find a way for the two families to live together harmoniously. By the way, that's very possible. We did it with my parents living with us, and our kids, when they were young, actually were growing up and getting to know the grandparents. So that is a blessing in itself. Anywho, back to this. If you combine the two incomes, you can actually have a much larger home. So like in American Canyon, for example, you can get a very large home, 3,300 to 4,000 square feet for, in this current market, for around $900,000. That is not bad. That's two incomes combined, right? So there's cost savings in that. Reason number two, you want to get a larger home. You want to move up. And maybe the younger generation, with younger kids, they want to move up to a larger home. They need more bedrooms, for example, but they couldn't do it on their own. And with another family, it could be siblings. It doesn't have to be parents and child. It could be siblings or cousins buying it together. They're able to now get a larger home in a way that they couldn't do on their own. There are some really wonderful other benefits in buying multi-generation home. You can take care of your loved ones. Like I mentioned before, even though our parents didn't co-borrow and purchase the house with us, we were able to buy a home, my husband and I. This was like 20 years ago, okay? But we bought a brand new home at the time in American Canyon, and we made sure that there was a bedroom and a full bathroom downstairs so that our parents could move in and live with us. So we were able to really care for them under the same roof, and that's a convenience that you could not trade. Another great reason is it gives you flexibility to achieve your financial goal, because you're saving some money by combining the two household incomes to be able to afford the home. So now you have room for other things that you may be planning for. Maybe it's college planning, maybe it's having, in-home business, whatever that may be. It gives you more flexibility with your budgeting. Another great reason, which we were the beneficiary of, is to have an in-home child care assistance. Because as I mentioned, our parents live with us. I was already doing real estate and I was pretty busy. And at the time, my husband was working in San Francisco, so he was gone all day, sometimes 6 days a week. My parents were able to help and assist with childcare because they were living under the same roof with us. And by the way, if you have children, the cost of childcare can be quite significant, especially if you have multiple children. And last but not least, there's a benefit in being able to spend quality time, because when you're under the same roof, you're not having to spend time driving back and forth to visit one another, and you know how that goes. Nobody has time to visit each other anymore. But if your loved ones, another family, it could be your sibling, it could be your best friend, it could be your cousin, it could be your parents. They're right under the same roof and you're able to visit with each other simply by just coming home. And I think that there's no price tag to that. All in all, there's so many great benefits that money cannot even buy by living in a multi-generational home. We have sold several homes in the last quarter, really large homes, 3,300 square feet and up. And I know that it's a great opportunity for families to be able to come together, or people who care for one another, two separate families, to be able to make the purchase of a multi-generational home. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope it gets you thinking about what is possible for your family as well, or maybe people that you care about. Thanks for watching.